And the energy gets turned on now.
Wait, now?
Yeah. Is your energy on?
Yeah, it's on.
Wow. Man, if people knew right beforehand, they'd be like, that's impressive.
If people knew the monster that they probably know, John. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Hold on, John. I'm getting a call. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Oh, hey. No, I'm just doing a live chat with John. Oh, wait. This isn't a phone. This is my McDonald's cell phone toy.
You
This is.
tricked me.
I
Oh,
tricked you, John.
yeah.
It
I was like,
has,
small's the new big again.
yeah, it has all the McDonald orders on there. Okay. What? What? Does anybody call McDonald's? No, right?
Hello, McDonald's?
Hello, McDonald. I'd like one hamburger, please. It's like, ma'am, this is 911. Please stop calling. John, okay. Be real. Okay? I haven't seen you talk about it, but come on, you want to go to McDonald's once and try to get something. Come on. I know you love little tchotchke things and little intricate things.
Yeah, you know what's throwing me off is that like the scale's sporadic, so I'm sure whatever I'd get would be like the wrong thing. I think I'd be all right with like a tray of stuff.
Oh, dude, the trays are one of the most fun because they
Yeah.
just hold the little trays.
Yeah. But then some stuff's like, okay, do I put that with a 1/6 scale? And then it's, oh no, I got to put that with like a Godzilla figure because it's a whole truck.
You put it with that big dinosaur that you just got.
Oh man, you know what's
big...
crazy is I put him on the kitchen counter, and Amadi's, my girlfriend, walked in there yesterday and like got scared because it was just on there, and I was like, why? It's not like it looks like a cat or an animal, but then you see it from this angle. An hour later, I walked in and I was like, what the? Oh. And then I have it on my desk, and I walked in this morning and was like, what the fuck?
I love it.
Yeah, it definitely has this, I guess it's the menacing face. You're like, something's going to eat me.
Yeah, you were very sciencey in that review. It always trips me out that like the time between the Stegosaurus and the T-Rex is longer than the time between us and the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, Stegosaurus, the T-Rex was trying to eat Stegosaurus, and he's like, no, I got my fucking plates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that never happened.
I know they're called plates, but I'm not for dinner.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
So wait, who was the T-Rex like picking on then? Who was it fucking with?
Who was it fucking with? I mean, there's plus like the T-Rex is just one of many in that form, right? We just know the T-Rex is the most famous one, but there's like a ton of shit that looks very similar throughout the dino existence. So there was definitely some, plus they're like regional things. So like, I don't remember the T-Rex. Is that like South America or something? But like, they're all just kind of, they're regional on the planet. So even then, you didn't necessarily have species crossing paths.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you think did T-Rex live at the same time as a Triceratops? Do you know that?
Question. That's a good question. Let's see. T-Rex and Triceratops time? Question mark.
Triceratops.
Now Google's like, do you want us to do AI images? No.
Fuck off, Google.
They were both in the Cretaceous period.
Yes, the Cretaceous. Oh, okay. So they did
late Cretaceous for the T-Rex. But yeah, so those two enemies, much like we learned from Land Before Time.
Yes, the Land Before Time. Well, that's all we got, John.
Yep. All right, guys. Enjoy it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Support John's Ko-fi store. Flip or invoices going. Dude, I answer so many questions on invoices. Just so everybody knows. 70%. I think we're about 70% through. There are still people don't know, but it goes by state. I've gotten this before where some people are like, "Hey, but I backed day one." We don't have the numbers on the bat. Like when Kickstarter, um, unfortunately, the way their system works is when Kickstarter gives numbers to BackerKit, they don't tell us. It's like a vague like this person backed around this. BackerKit is so fucking stupid. So it can't be by that. So we do it by state. So that's why I ask people sometimes. I'm like, well, what state are you in? Like somebody asked me and they were in Tennessee. We didn't get to Tennessee yet. So it's like shit like that. Luckily, moving forward, Kickstarter even knew that BackerKit sucked ass because they got rid of them, and the Kickstarter no longer works through BackerKit. Kickstarter is its own thing that handles its own. Afterwards, they handle all their shit and they're exporting. So lucky us, we got in right as fucking Kickstarter was working with the most shit fucking thing. So yeah, so just
Well, don't worry. No one will have paid attention to what you just said or watch this part of the live stream, even though it was right at the beginning. So you will continue to get, hey,
I know. I've been very nice to everybody, and
well,
I'm still
stop.
very.
Just forward those to me, and I'll be mean since I have no connection to it.
I don't want to be. I'm very thankful for people supporting it, but yes, we are still working through. It's just a lot. It's thousands.
Just change your YouTube and Instagram handle names to Flipboard Invoices Shipping or Sending or whatever.
What if I did an automatic reply?
Where you can do that, yeah. If you're
like if somebody hits. So John, here's a great automatic reply. Somebody, I put in, maybe there's something where if they say the word Flipboard or a variation of Flipboard, I go, oh, hey, let me check on your order. And then I pretend to check on the order. And then like, there's another reply that shows up in 2 minutes going, oh, looks like you are part of this, your shipping invoice hasn't gone out, but that's all fake. It's just all, there's no, it's two replies that just show up back to back. Like, would that be
I like
smart?
that.
Okay, so if I do that, let's cut this part out of the live stream.
Okay, right. I think that's fair.
Let's go to the chat while John looks up more dinosaurs. We got Devin Decker right here. I would bet they didn't even discuss them at all. Wait, I would bet they don't even discuss them at all. Mother Slug. That's the first chat that I see. That's a weird first chat. Do you see a more?
We literally just talked about dinosaurs, so I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know what that means. But hi, Mother Slug. What were these two talking about? Oh, okay, Reed. You got Reed here. You got Mother Slug. I think Hatter always looks half asleep. Not sure why he decided to stream this early in the morning. As Jonathan always looked like he just did a line of coke.
It could be the 3-hour difference, but maybe we should just play with a funnier answer.
I know, that's true. Also, it's 6 a.m. here. What does Mother Slug look like? Mother Slug, can you send me photos and videos of you at 6 a.m. trying to entertain hundreds of people, 111 people this early?
Yeah.
Elio is here. Mason J. Tokadat Razor. What's up, buddy? K-Mac. Tristan T. Christian Lazo. James, you got Video Power Gaming, the VPG, the Brad Hawk Talk, the BHT. Why am I making acronyms? The Evans channel. You got Just Alan doing Alan things. You got Wolverine Ortiz. What's up, buddy? You got Video Power Gaming right here. Member for 17 months. Rep Hart from HR. Good morning, buddy. You got to become a member. That's the thing. If you're not a member, you miss the secret things that I do in the future that I'm going to do. You got the man Beast Boy. You got Arturo Castillo, Impossible Pie. Oh, the whole crew is out. The whole dedicated the crew seems to be out. We got Super Chat from Video Power Gaming. Hatter, what is your second favorite Ghostbusters movie?
No, Ghostbusters.
Busties. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
like a that's a
Oh,
good that's a good
she's on,
adult name.
she's on the shelf right now.
We'll go Ghost. Yes, correct. Yes, I like that. By the way, John, I had how they I don't know if they do this anymore. I'm going to pretend to not know, but you remember how they used to do like porn parodies?
Yeah.
Like so my porn parody that I had from a long time ago, I used to tell my buddy, used to crack up all the time. The porn parody is called, instead of Home Alone, it's called Ho Alone. And basically it's about this woman, frisky woman who is left alone, and these robbers try to break in, and I guess you can guess sort of like what the plot line is and how she stops them from robbing everything. And I could have made $1 million on that.
It would be a good movie to make now that isn't a porn movie. You still make it, but it's like this where like these guys are actually trying to get in there for whatever purpose, but then she ends up like she's the final girl. So she just like wipes them out. Like just straight up it becomes like a horror film in a way where she gets revenge on these guys and just like tortures them or some kind of.
Oh, this isn't an adult film at all?
Not in 2025.
But they still make adult films. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it would be like straight to streaming, and that's not fun.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Chad, do you like how John just shit all over that movie?
I amplified it and hit a wider audience so you could make real money.
It's true. You're
Okay?
trying to make.
So
You're
think
trying
like
to make.
that there's that trilogy of movies with what's her name? She Pearl is like the prequel, and then you have
Maxine and
yeah.
Pearl and
Yeah.
those are good movies.
So imagine her, that kind of character, but Ho Alone.
They they must have had. They didn't have a movie like that where it's like the horror version of there is a movie. It's a horror movie I saw, but it's not. It's these guys invade, and there's this teenage girl that has a dog, and her and the dog start killing. I think Kevin James is in it.
Yeah. There's a sequel to that as well.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah. That's a
Dude,
crazy movie.
I read that movie when it was like when it was a screenplay. Somebody
Oh,
sent it to me. Yeah, and I was like, they're like, this is getting made. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't think anything of it. And then suddenly, it's so trippy when somebody just sends you something and then you see it's like, oh my God, it's getting made.
Kevin James plays like a white supremacist guy.
Yeah, like a white supremacist. Yeah, it was
and
like
the sequel has Stifler. What's his name?
Oh, Stifler, really?
Yeah, but I can't think of his name.
Stifler. He's always Stifler. To answer VPG, so I mean, after Ghostbusters, I didn't see Frozen Empire. I don't know. So it's a little bit of a controversial take. I don't know if Ralph from Toy Stalker's here because I had a whole argument with him about this because
about
I
what?
had said, huh?
About what?
About Ghostbusters because VPG asked me,
okay,
what's my second favorite Ghostbusters movie?
Right.
Because I'm on record that Ghostbusters isn't like a legitimate franchise, and then he was arguing why it was and this and that. To me, after Ghostbusters 1, there's a giant fall off. It's like, just a bunch of movies that are just like, thrown to. I mean, I guess 2. It's a big gap between the first one, which I think is a genius movie, and then the reason I don't, just in long form, John, I'm not going to bore you, but the reason I don't think Ghostbusters, I'd like your opinion on this. The reason I think Ghostbusters is not really a franchise is that first movie. The funny thing and the genius about that first movie is the circumstance of these guys who basically, oh, here he is. It's going to fucking argue with me. These guys that are basically middle-aged exterminators that get a job, get a business, start a business busting ghosts, right? Like, and that's fun and that's cool. And then they inadvertently stumble to like this ghost that is a world dominating ghost that can destroy the world, and they get roped into an end of the world scenario. and they save the world. These dummies basically save the world. That to me is funny, but to me, that's not a franchise character. Those are not proactive franchise characters, as opposed to like James Bond, where you don't have to do all that setup. The movie starts, hey, James Bond, you got to go beat this guy. Go stop him. Okay, cool. Next movie. Okay, now you got to beat this guy. Go stop. Okay, next movie. Or Batman. Hey, Batman, to go beat that villain. Okay, cool. Go beat this next villain. Go beat the pen. Like, that's like, you don't have to work so hard.
Here's the thing. They're ghosts. They should just, I mean, I guess the problem to me is that like the second movie is like, we got rid of all the ghosts. Now we don't have anything to do. Like we're poor and we're doing like, whatever we can to make money. But like ghosts weren't just all in New York and eradicated. Right?
Right, exactly.
It should be like, okay, we've been busting ghosts and this is what it's like 5 years of busting ghosts. Like maybe let me see, we can write a better movie. Maybe they're like exhausted from it. They're just worn out, and like other people start making Ghostbuster companies. So then they're losing money that way because there's like not as much demand for them, kind of thing.
I mean, you could instill all of those narratives in there, but to me, it's not organically like. And just to answer TiVo's thing, it's a franchise could have had, but that to me, that doesn't mean it's like a legitimate franchise. Like it's not. I guess what I'm saying is narratively, it's just my opinion. It's not an organic franchise. It's not like, I'll tell you what's like the A-Team is a franchise because like it's very easy. You know what it is? Every Ghostbusters movie tries to work so hard to get them all together and figure it out, and then they stumble onto like, oh my god, it's a world building. It doesn't feel organic like Indiana Jones and Batman. So to me, and by the way, I've said this to Toy Stalker, I also feel Die Hard is not really a franchise too. Like Die Hard is the first movie I love. The second movie is a good action movie, but like the what Die Hard is, why I love Die Hard is it's the circumstance that John McClane is in that first movie that's so interesting. Now the third movie, I would argue, is an extension of the first movie because Hans Gruber's brother comes back in the third to fuck with John McClane. So that's like one thing. But I would argue that Die Hard is not really a franchise. It's a cool movie, and yes, you can create toys and that doesn't mean it's a narratively a franchise, as opposed to some of these other things that are legitimate franchises. Boom, there you go, Ralph. You've been fucking executed. And by the way, I love the third Die Hard movie. We had another super chat.
Yeah, I think you maybe missed some, but it'd be worth scrolling through.
Yeah, hold on a second.
I know Impossible Pie had one a while ago.
And by the way, all opinions welcome, even if they're incorrect.
They can't be incorrect because they're opinions.
Yeah, John, that was the joke. Impossible Pie 5CAD says Happy Meals are for children. Hatter, have you given up on gay? Yeah, I gave up. I'm no more. This was I got this early on. The last thing I got was the 3 drive-throughs, and I was just like, whatever. I'm done. I'm done gambling.
Yeah, you should probably join. There's probably some Facebook group of a bunch of like.
I'm sure there is
boomers swapping parts.
Boomer. Why'd you say that?
I don't know, because that's the kind of shit my mom would be doing, and especially
going to McDonald's.
Especially when she was our age, like with Beanie Babies or something. Like if Facebook is around, she definitely would have been in groups like swapping Beanie Babies.
Well, your mom's cool then. Okay, stop dunking on your mom, bro. $9.99 super chat. I think Hatter's take a spot on. There you go. That's why all the other movies struggle. I'm just blinded by love of all things Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters, but there is. I'm sorry, Ralph. Okay, there is a struggle with the narrative when every movie you have to like work so hard to get them together. And okay, what's the and by the way, like the other thing that I told him that bothers me about those movies is that every ghost in this movie has to become a world dominating, we have to save New York
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, right. And
That's
it's
the
always New
problem.
York.
Yeah, it's always New York, and it's always like we have to save the world, and that's a reach, dude. It works for the one movie, but like, okay, you know what's also a franchise? The Conjuring. You know why? Because they keep it small. You could make a million of those movies and have it be about that couple gets a message. Hey, go save. Like, go to this house. It's haunted. See what's going on. Go to this house. It's haunted. See what's going on. But the ghosts never become like, oh my god, we found the ghost. It's going to destroy all of London. It's just a ghost. Like it's
Right.
the ghost shouldn't be destroying the world
I
each
mean,
time.
Ghostbusters could just do what Bad Boys does, where at the end of every film they solve it, and then at the beginning of every film they're back to square one with the same problem. It's like they hit the reset button. Forget about all the previous ones, because you got Mike Lowry
Sure,
and what's his face, but they're always like
Mike
every new
Lowry.
beginning they can't. This one doesn't. This one doesn't want to do it anymore, and this one's Bad Boys for Life. And then at the end they both kind of meet in the middle, or at least this one's like, yeah, Bad Boys for Life again. But then the
Right.
start of the new movie, it's I can't do this anymore, Mike. He's like, yeah,
But
but Bad Boys for Life. It's,
okay, but John, I'm glad you brought up Bad Boys
yeah,
because
Ghostbusters could do that.
they could, but here's the thing: it's more organic in Bad Boys. You know why?
No,
Because
no,
Bad
it's
Boys,
not. It's not. I hate the Bad Boys
it
franchise
doesn't
because of
matter.
that. That's what
But
I'm making a joke about the fact that like it's a stupid ass thing that like gimmick that Bad Boys does, and Ghostbusters did do that with the
I
second.
know, but within your making fun of it, you answered a big narrative plot, which is bad boys are cops. Already it's an organic, like, like you got to go after the guy. Making movies about cops and spies is a lot easier. You don't have to work so hard. That's all I'm saying. $4.99. I'd watch a Ghostbusters movie in the theater of Johnny Nostalgia. Of Johnny, I saying if Johnny Nostalgia had her as Ghostbusters that begrudgingly bust ghosts for money. John, would we be good Ghostbusters? Do you think?
One of us would take the job way too serious, the other one wouldn't. I mean, that's already a mechanic, but it has to be for this. Um, you know,
I think you're
what
implying that I would
I,
not take the job
I
seriously.
say Ghostbusters for life, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting too old for this shit. And then I'm like, no, but what happened to Ghostbusters for life?
I like how you lost all your confidence.
Ugh,
uh, John, I love when you do that. I
yeah.
love when you lose your confidence. Hold on, let me go through the chat because I'm hold on a second. What were we saying?
Aren't the Fast and Furious movies all world-ending events that they save the world from?
I think
There's like a AI or whatever. It's like gonna break the system. There's stupid shit and tanks and
right, but isn't fat okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
you're wrong.
Um By the way, I'm not mad. I love Ghost. I think the first movie is genius. So there's nobody mad. We can discuss these things without emotion. I Yeah, Die Hard 3 is amazing. Die Hard 1 and 3 are amazing movies. The Fast and the Furious movies, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they morph into basically kind of like the A Team, where they are like, there's a problem
Yeah,
that like, can we need you to do this, and then they go and do that, right? Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
so?
yeah.
That to me is a franchise because those are like I don't know. I feel like that could be a franchise because that's like an actionable. My thing with Ghostbusters is like those guys like all that shit seems like a reach. But Fast and Furious is stupid, but it's fun stupidity. But like I feel like you don't have to work that hard to put those characters into motion. Oh, this is the worst kind of response. Well, that was an outburst. Like you can't get passionate. Like it's just like one of these like they just stop you. You know what I mean? They just fucking. I have friends that do that shit. You know what I mean? Like you get passionate about something, you try to have a discussion, and this is what you fucking get, John. That's what you get. That's why I fucking hate doing this live chat. Yeah, but Die Hard wouldn't be what it turned out to be without Bruce. I'm not denying this is all from a narrative perspective. You could turn anything into money. Just saying.
But it is very true that it wouldn't be what it was, because that's just how things work. It would be different with someone else. It's hard to say, because we've had plenty of movies where like Michael J. Fox got recast. He was the recast for Back to the Future, and then you had oh god, is his name Michael something or other, that was in Aliens and Terminator.
Oh, Michael Biehn.
Michael Biehn. He was a recast for somebody else in the Aliens film. So it's like, you just get these moments where what would it have been with these other actors? And it's not to say that other film wouldn't be good or awesome. Yeah. That's tough though. I mean, Bruce Willis is a legend.
Yeah, as a media old fart thinking. No, actually, I think you were thinking like an old fart, because you're committed to like, oh, I know it, so it's a franchise, and that's an old fart way of thinking. I will also argue, John, that Back to the Future is also not a franchise. That doesn't mean that it's a bad movie. I love those movies, but Back to the Future to me is all three of those movies are one story.
Right.
That is one continuous story altogether. It's not like every week, or it's like story of the week kind of thing. It's like, oh, we got to go do this, or we got to go back in time. That's what they do for the cartoon, and I love the cartoon. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, but Back to the Future is not a narratively a friend. That's one story, pretty much. That's like Lord of the Rings, like the first Star Wars movie, the first Star Wars trilogy. One story that is told over three movies. Did I miss a super chat?
Probably.
By the way, I already know I'm going to get attacked for these opinions, but I don't care, John. I'm always going to fucking stick by my opinion when I believe passionately about something. Did we miss a thing? There was a thing.
Oh, you're so
sad. Another video power. Damn, video power gaming. Super generous today. John, this is for you, bud.
Super chat for Jonathan. Should I go see Superman at Regal Bright? Oh, fuck Regal, man. That theater is a huge turd. The Cinemark is fine. There was a long time frame, like a couple years ago, for like 2-3 years, where like Auditorium 7 was a shithole for audio, because like the speaker was blown out, it would rattle. The speakers up front you couldn't hear, or whatever. Like they didn't balance, and it was so bad that like we had to just like leave. And then the projector would like flicker, like the bulb or something was going out. That's all fixed. So Cinemark is the way to go. Plus, become not a sponsor, become a Cinemark Club member. Build up those tickets and get the discounts. It is worth it. Especially if you go to the movies a lot.
I like that, John.
Thank you for the $10. Now you can't afford popcorn, so sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Wow, it's kind of bummed me out.
It bummed me out, dude, because popcorn is the point of the going to the movies.
I think Hatter's confusing franchise serialized movie shows. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that, like there are some stories and there are some characters that naturally are adept to multiple adventures and multiple movies. And then there are some that are like, it's like a reach. It's like a reach to, like Mad Max. You can make 30 Mad Max movies. You just give them an adventure.
It's like, it's a reach so far. I usually just call it a reach around.
And you do like a good reach around.
I don't have a problem with it. You're complaining about it. I just am like, yeah, that's just a reach around, which I'm for.
Yes. I love talking about movies regardless.
Well, you are in the industry.
Not really.
Anyway, is there anything else that we can not talk about?
I guess you like talking about movies.
Look, we don't really do shout outs, but the Darkest Night has been pretty adamant about it this morning between my channel and the live stream. So we can just say, yo, what's up? Araz Manish.
Can you shout out Erasminish? What if there's somebody now who's listening and he just like, and it becomes like the Winter Soldier, like, and now he like has to go, like he got like the key, like it was my voice plus that word, like he needed to sort of like kick him into gear.
Yeah, but what is the task?
Oh, what is his task? To go fetch coffee.
Oh wow, that's a good. Cool. Well, too much new toys. I imagine your Regal that is near you is worth going to, but the point was the Regal theater near us is a shithole. Unless they've had some massive revamp, but even the popcorn didn't taste good. And as we've established, popcorn is the point of going to a movie. Saw Jurassic World on Tuesday, and then this evening we are watching Superman. So it's a good week.
Can you spoil Jurassic World for everybody in the chat?
Yes. So Scarlett Johansson at the end of the movie does something. You know what? The T-Rex is in it. He's not the star of the show, but he has a fucking solid moment in this movie. So
yeah, no, I like that. Bro, he ain't a dog. No. This is not how it works, Darkest Night. We shouted him out, but then we get to do what we want to do narratively with the storyline. It doesn't it doesn't work to like, hey,
fetch a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't, if you're gonna treat us like a dog, like you gotta shout this guy out, hey, bark for us. We are then gonna take his name and we're gonna create our own storyline. That's how that works, Erasmith.
Right. And whatever it is that allows us to not talk about today's topic.
John, do you really not want to? Do you feel you were strong-armed into today's topic?
Often is the case. It's like, I don't, what the fuck? Like, I don't come here to talk about the topic, but we need to have something.
So I love it. I love John's like, John, when he's all reluctant, talking about the topic as well. I'm joking. Darkest Night. I'm busting balls. I've noticed that sometimes in the chat, or not even in the comments, like we kind of bust balls on this channel. So sometimes somebody will bust balls and I'll bust balls back, and they'll be like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. Like, don't get upset at me. I was like, I'm just busting balls back. Like, it's not. I don't think as humans, like, we have yet. Like, sometimes text can be deceiving. You know what I mean? Like, you look at text. That's why it's like when me and like a friend, like sometimes we'll go back and forth, and like it looks like it's an argument. Like I'll call him. I'll be like, hey, this is like, I'm not even mad.
That's you and I.
Yeah, well, yeah, we do that, but you take me much more seriously than I take you.
I think you just said, like, looking back at text, and I'm like, oh, what if like throughout history we're going back and like we got hieroglyphs and we're like, it says this and to do this, but beware of the demon things. But they're writing it going like, oh, but beware of the demons.
Yeah, they're being sarcastic.
Yeah, the fucking King Tut's over there like, no, there's demons. They're like, there's something wrong with this guy's head, and we're required to put this shit. And they're like, ooh, demons. But we can't. It's lost in translation, literally.
They're just sitting around. They're like, thou shalt not steal.
Okay, yeah, because we're all poor. Get it?
Yeah.
Oh
my God, this dude is so obsessed. This dude, comes around.
Oh, like, that's the guy.
He's obsessed with hair. It's the craziest. And this is like the fourth. All right, this is
the guy during that one live stream was like, "How much to take your hat off?"
Oh, dude, it's so.
No, it's because he's over there going, "How much to take your hat off? Take it off."
Yeah. All right. So
was that just visually implied?
I don't know. He's yes, but Zoran, you have to go away now. It's too much. But yeah, like it's like, what if the forefathers, or what if the people that came before were just kind of busting balls and just being sarcastic? Like, let's see if anybody's going to pick up on this. And
I mean, Yeah. We could, like the Ten Commandments, like you said, you could have every piece of article that America is built on could have just been a bunch of fucking white wigs going like, and we'll just tell them they can only do this. It'll be so funny. I mean, surely they'll rewrite it or amend it over time, but no.
No.
As we pick lice and fleas off of ourselves and cover our stink with
John, do you think white wigs will ever come back?
oh God, I
What
bet.
if that comes back?
Well, yeah. I mean, if nothing else, can't our doesn't the UK still do this in the court system?
Yes, they do.
So
That's
why
right.
aren't we?
Dude, I think court would be so. I wouldn't mind like going to court. Not that I go to court often, but like you have like a white wig guy who's like, "Hello," you do it better than I do, but like, that would be. I think that would be a lot of fun. We had it here in America at some point, right?
Yeah. I mean, all of our old paintings are generals and people with white wigs.
I think, John, we got to bring white wigs back.
Yeah.
I think during Comic-Con, maybe we try it out. Just wear a white wig.
Okay. We're like, dude, what's with the wig? And you're like, what do you mean?
You're like, I thought. You're like, it's like that dude who you always see those in movies where it's like, hey, there's a costume party, and the guy shows up he's the only one in costume, and it's like, oh, we're just fucking around,
Yes. I feel like that has happened to don't say
Wait,
anything.
what?
Don't
Where
say
did that?
anything.
Wow, John, you almost had a breakthrough moment.
I feel
All right,
like
John, what are we talking about?
that has happened to Ben Stiller in a movie. That's what I was trying to get.
Oh, got it. Okay, wow,
Worth
your
the wait.
brain just locked
Worth
up.
the wait. The thing that I'm going to be buying at SDCC, the only thing that I know of, because I also am like not very good at like trying to be aware what's happening. SH Figure Arts is re-releasing Great Ape Vegeta, and he's in the cartoon color, so he's like about this big. But
is that what you're looking for from the Tamashii?
Yeah. Tamashii Nations. That's the only thing I care for. So if I buy anything else, it'll just be because I saw it in the moment.
Yeah, that's one. Oh, did you sign up for the raffle thing?
For them, yeah. I didn't. You get like 7 credits, and I was like, I just used like 4 because I was like, whatever.
You should just put all the credits into the thing.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, are there any damage replacement parts available for Flipboard? Sunglasses of mine broke because I was trying to take them off for the first time. Well, why'd you break them, bro? No. Hit us up. We might have some. I think for glasses, we should be fine. Hit us up at hattertoys@collector.org. And just just say that, and I can put you on the list, on the no promises list, if you did that. But you just broke my heart with that comment. STCC Cold Slither Hatter Toy. Yeah, did I get that right? Hatter Toys plural @collector.org. There you go. Yeah, I am. I put some toys. I put some credits in that into your company. Fuck, what's the name of the company again? John? What if he never comes back? What if that's like the last time I see him? Like we never talk again after that? Oh God, the T-Rex. Hey, what's up? What's up, Rex? What's going on, buddy? You want to talk about the Hellcat?
Oh God, I love cats. So Tamashii Nations. You put some credits into Tamashii Nations. That what you're saying?
Yes,
You need
and
to.
now I feel stupid because I did those for you. I was trying to help you out, but then you just made me. You just awkwardly put me on silent. I put credits in that, and I put credits into Mattel because I want that Skeletor on throne.
Oh boy. Is there anything from Mezco that is going to be worth a damn?
Mezco is not on that list, by the way. But
Yeah, I know. It's
yeah,
weird.
I just wanted to clarify in case. Although I still feel like Mezco is going to announce some kind of like Ninja Turtle thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You got that shredder that they showed off last year. So
Yeah,
probably him.
yeah, like that, like either that or some kind. I don't know. It's like it feels weird that they wouldn't have anything, but I don't think. And Mondo has not announced their exclusives either, so I think all that is next week.
Oh well, an exciting week. How about that? Anyway, there's something we should talk about today.
I don't like how you got all phony there at the end.
Yeah. Reveltech is making, I can't pull up Instagram. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But anyway, Reveltech, the people Kyoto, they are making the Attack on Titan figures, and they have a bunch of the Titans already, but they're making the whatever he's called, like Mega Titan. And it's like, it's probably.
Oh, dude, I saw that thing.
Yeah, it's just a statue. It doesn't articulate or anything, but it is in scale with all of the other Titans.
Do you want photos?
You can share. You can share. Don't make me share.
I have them on my phone.
Okay.
I can send them to you. Do you want the photo?
Sure.
If you don't want it, that's fine. I'm trying to help you out your topic.
You think the mono exclusives will be cheaper in person?
No,
I mean, it'll be no shipping charges, but we'll still have to pay tariffs, I assume, right? I just want the tariffs to be baked into the cost. Don't. This goes for all companies. Like, you could just say includes tariff fees. I think Big Bad Toy Store does that. Maybe not. But like, just say this price includes the tariffs instead of being like,
oh, that extra.
Then you're like, oh, and then you see the shipping on top of that, where Japan does this thing where they show the price before and after taxes. So most of the time when you see the price, the taxes are included in the price.
Right.
Which is great because you're like, that's just what the total is.
Right.
Did you send them to me?
I did. What's up, Perry Slocum? My guy Perry Slocum here. Do you see Playmates is releasing the turtles without the orange peel skin, so now they're smooth. They're re-releasing them in smooth form now? Wait a minute, but John, I made that video. I got so much heat that no, they're perfect. They're perfect. So why would Playmates re-release them with the smooth skin? I thought they were perfect.
This is the power of influence, man. They only heard you.
No, but I thought that doesn't make sense.
They didn't do what
they were perfect.
They were to the people. The people wanted bumpy boys, and then you said something, and you influenced them with your influencer powers, and now the company thinks that everyone wants it that way.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I will have to investigate this because I'm very interested in smooth skin turtles.
Yeah,
not the bumpy ones, but I'm so confused because I got so much heat for that video because I didn't like it, and it's like they're perfect. It's perfect. What are you talking about? It's perfect. But if Playmates is re-releasing them without the I just don't get it. I don't get it, guys. Because how do they listen to crybabies? I guess they'll be crying all the way to the bank, Mason. So I guess if they'll cry all the way to the fucking bank. So
you're the crier.
Listen to crybabies.
You're the crier in this.
Yeah, segment. I know.
Oh
yeah.
But now they're crying.
Everybody's just crying.
Oh, everyone's crying. Okay, I get it. That's fair. So yes, here's Big Boy. These things are large. This is very large. Look at this. This guy over here is 6'10". So this human. But yeah, so these are pretty big figures as they are. But then you got this thing that's Yeah.
Are you sure? Is that really a figure that's coming out, or is it just there as a facade?
I
Like,
mean, it would
it's
be crazy if it was a facade, but
facade.
I wish I could read whatever these things say, but they're probably related to these
John, I
down
thought you grew up in fucking Japan.
here. Yeah, so that would still give me the knowledge I need to answer this question, right?
Oh, sorry. That thing
Um,
is crazy, dude. Are you into this line at all?
no, I've only seen like one episode of the show, so
I started it and I never finished it, but it's pretty fucking brutal.
yeah.
Um, Andrew Davis, I'm a little displaced how we have to pay taxes on tariffs and shipping. Yeah,
Well, it's American. You pay taxes on everything, but tariffs are part of the cost of the thing, so you would have to pay taxes on that, and then shipping. Yeah,
too
there's
much.
taxes if it's not the post
Right.
office.
Too much new toy says it's 6-pack with Shredder and Splinter.
No, this is the Revoltech Attack on Titan. There are
I know.
6 down
Too much
here.
new toys. What are you talking about? This is obviously Attack on Titan. What are you saying?
Yeah. That's
That
all I
thing
can
is
say
crazy,
about it.
dude.
Yeah, it's fucking huge, and we need more stuff like that. I'm afraid of the price, but I do like the idea that if it's not articulated, it'll keep the cost down. But I love the Delicious in Dungeon anime, and they have essentially you're frozen. They have a statue. No, you're not. You're just frozen mentally of one of
I
the
mean,
characters, but because she's like a big what's the creature? Doesn't matter, but it's it's like $300 for us to get it here in the U.S. because of shipping and all these extra charges and stuff because of import costs. But like, if you want to complete the line, you have to buy this giant statue, but it's like $300 some dollars. So I imagine that thing is going to easily be into that price range.
yeah. Oh, dude, the size of that thing,
Yeah.
that might be $500.
Yeah, even without articulation, which is like the crazy part.
It's got to be articulated. You think it's just going to be like that, like a statue?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. That's kind of. I think people are going to be bummed out about that. I like this idea. Have the Joy Toy Turtle zipping around the giant Titan. that'd be cute. We got a gifted membership from Them Boys, Dirty Fats Hunting Them Toy. Them Boys, Dirty Fats Hunting Them Toy. What a name. That's a hell of a name, dude. All right, let's see. Who got it. We got Chuck Bartowski with the membership. Them Boys' own gift came back and gave himself the gift. Did you see that, John? That's like some kind of like biblical, like, do good unto the world. It comes back to like that's like that's a karma. We're seeing karma in real time. He gave a gift and then he got a gift. That's crazy.
Yeah. So and then this will be the reverse karma. Something's gonna be awful for Bobby.
What a comment. Marcos Majalka got it, and then IMJ got it. Well, thank you for that. Oh, wait, also C Ant. C Ant?
Die Antwoord. Remember those two?
Who?
Die Antwoord. The
fucking
crazies right. From Chappie. Chippy the robot.
Chippy loves books. Remember when Chappie was like reading? Now Chappie, that's a franchise.
How about yeah, exactly. Oh my god. I really like that actor. I loved the hell's that movie? District 9.
District 9.
So good.
Okay, District 9 is there like that's a movie I would love to see a sequel to.
Yeah, and we thought we were going to get one with that ending.
Dude, like there's no like that director, I don't know that he hasn't worked on it. Maybe he has, but like I feel like that guy should just be trying to make like a District 9 sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. His movies did progressively get fucking worse, though.
Yeah, he had some bad ones. Although the racing movie he did was pretty good, I thought. Gran Turismo.
Oh, I haven't watched that. Yeah.
That one was, I thought was a pretty, but it was like a real, not that District 9 is not a real movie, but it was like, I wouldn't expect that guy to make that movie.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's so far from what he was doing. But maybe that's where it's like, okay, your original ideas are getting fucking wacky.
Yeah.
And you don't have control over what you're doing with yourself. But he was supposed to do an Aliens movie, and it was going to be taking
Yeah,
place
yeah.
after the second movie.
Well, he was also supposed to do a Halo movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Neil Blomkamp is
That's it. Yeah.
it just got he is that District 9, the design work for District 9. That movie really is a slept on kind of like artistically genius movie. Like like he was on fire during that film just cuz like I just love how like it followed this guy who's like just like an asshole,
Yeah.
and it started almost like a docu. He's
Fucking
very oh yeah,
prawns.
freaking prawns. He's very good at making CGI movies feel like they're integrated
Yeah.
and realistic in
Right.
like a real world. And it sucks because his career kind of faded. But there's like the dude who did who's the guy who did Jurassic Park and also Rogue One, Gareth
Edwards.
Edwards, or
Mhm.
I think his name is.
Yep.
He kind of cribbed that District 9 guy style, and he's more successful. Like if there was any justice, like that, Neil Blomkamp would be a bigger director, because that guy really knows how to make CGI that is integrated in a real
Yeah.
world
I don't know
in
if
a great way.
the movies that came after District 9 were a Neil Blomkamp creation, but they felt like it. They felt like that really weird sci-fi thing that's happening. They were all very unique, and they all felt like his movies. So I wouldn't be surprised by that. And maybe his issue is that he wasn't directing other people's stories. So like Gareth Edwards, I mean, well, Jurassic World isn't his, Godzilla isn't his, but he's putting his style and theme into those movies and finding success. Where Neil was like maybe going a little too hard at like original.
I think so. Like Gareth Edwards became like more successful as like a gun for hire
Yeah,
director, but
you
I
just
think
gotta
Neil
do this
Blom.
like you got to balance. I think like maybe Neil should have done like one and one. You know, like here's
Yeah,
a franchise thing or whatever, and then here's my own thing, and
yeah.
he could still play in that space.
And
But
I think Neil's a better director anyway. I like Gareth Edwards, but like subtle CGI to me is okay. But if when you create something like District 9 was like a inspired, like, see man, like that's the problem. Like they need to make more movies that are low budget but risk, but like low budget. Every movie's a risk, but like they got to bet on shit like that. Like that was such a fun fucking original movie, and it's like, and you know, like industry people be like, oh, it's kind of weird, but that's what it should be. Like you should kind of
yeah,
bet on shit that's kind of fucking weird
yeah.
instead of like hacky fucking hack shit.
Well, he had that he had that short series
Yeah,
that
he had a show. I like the shorts.
that was fun, and he
I
even
thought it was
got
like a fun.
Sigourney Weaver to play a part, which was cool.
Yeah,
And that was very much Johannesburg, South Africa, which is where he's from, and that's why everything is there and looks like that. But
yeah.
all right, look, most people that watch this after we finish the live stream are going to be like, God, they never talked about it, and then they just back out.
Oh, it's on the wait list.
But the people that are here are here. Yeah, so join the wait list. It's you cannot have this now.
I'm sure your wait list will convert.
Yeah, it's kind of a Mezco thing, isn't it? I can't. I mean, free shipping for anyone is crazy, like in the US. But the like you spend $325, you get free shipping unless you're outside of the US. So
Yeah.
if you go to this thing, you add it to cart. Let's see if I can do it without like signing in. I just want to back this project. Go to cart. They're the same price. View cart, and then you get this HasLab surcharge. So notice the shipping is $7, and then shipping is free. Oh, cool. Free shipping. And then the HasLab surcharge. Oh, that's probably like tariffs or something. And you highlight, and it's like shipping.
wait. So okay, I didn't. I'm not gonna get this. So the shipping is eliminated, but then the Hasbro surcharge says shipping on there.
The Hasbro, yes. And it's per item. So that means if you buy 2 or 3, this should probably go up, right? Yeah. So every time you buy one, the shipping goes up.
What is that Hasbro surcharge?
Yeah.
Is that I wonder, do you get that if you're a member?
It says free for Hasbro Pulse Premium. So if you pay $50 a year, then you don't pay.
You don't pay the Hasbro surcharge?
Then you don't. If you pay $50 a year, then you don't spend $30 on shipping. So
Yeah.
it's still cheaper to not be a HasLab member and buy this thing and pay $30 in shipping, unless you're buying 2. And then
Right.
this one is just free shipping. But let's talk about what these things come with. This thing there's not like a photo that's like a full breakdown of like, here's the vehicle and all the accessories, right? You have this, which shows the figure. So you get one figure with soft goods, all of these parts and stuff. If you're into that. Obviously, if you're not into that, then it's a little sad.
Yeah, and that, by the way, is a variant of they had a Death Adder figure already. This is like a variant with new clothes. He's got a cybernetic arm. He's a cool figure. I mean,
yeah, arm's cool. I just don't need a snake head boy.
Right.
Now, if it's a snakehead lady with boobies.
Oh.
And then you have the vehicle with the machine gun. There's a rocket swappable part. I just wish that there was like a photo somewhere here that said it comes with all of this stuff. Like, here, look at all the stuff. But there's not a photo that does that, and it's very frustrating. But you have
like they're okay, like where they piece it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then that would put more, like, you'd see the visual value. Because right now you either have to like read the list and be like, okay, like, but I can't visualize that, or like go through all of these photos and realize, oh, I can take the machine gun off. I can put the rocket launchers on there. Are these effects included, or is that just Photoshop?
I think the effect is included. Arm is reused too. Mikkel Stabler. I think because they have that. Although this looks like it's Photoshop, they do have a missile smoking effect. Like Mezco does have a good one, so I can't imagine that they won't use that for the actual thing.
Yeah.
By the way, I thought
they Photoshop the shit out of their photos all the time, and it's very off-putting sometimes because it makes it look like they're renders,
right,
the actual figure.
Well, this one is this one should really have no reason to be Photoshopped because it's out now, or people.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, even they do that with stuff that's a real image, and then they Photoshop the shit out of it, and it looks like a render, but it is a real photo.
Got it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this kind of tells you breakdown of what's removable or whatever, but yeah, I'd still just like to see like a full layout, like you're probably going to get over here on the HasLab thing.
Can you go to what? Okay, so that's what
like
the Rumbler comes with. What does this come with? This has.
Now this is definitely the better value thing. Because if it gets backed by all the tiers, you end up with a shit ton of stuff.
Well, okay. Well, let's go through the tiers. So this is everything you get. This is like your base version. Who's the character? Who is that?
I don't know enough about G.I. Joe to tell you.
I just can't tell because it's so small.
Guy with a beard.
That's Yakov Smirnov. So comes with Yakov. Who? So what are the tiers?
Well, let's find out. You get Lady J with her gear and all of her accessories. Then you get Bivouac Battle Station. I'm sure there's like a specific way of saying that. Who cares? And then you get Flint with all his shit. So let's find those photos. Both vehicles light up. Both vehicles have missiles with effects. This one has a light up dash, which I think the other one said it. I think this thing says light up interior and exterior, but let's see.
I mean, it's this thing's actually pretty cool. Now that I see like the interior, like
Oh, that didn't really help. So this, if the first unlocked tier is Lady J, and she comes with like spears and I don't know, torches or something, a fishing pole, a thing to drill a hole to fish through, alternate head, and then a cup of coffee.
I have all the Lady J's so far. I do like Lady J, but like it's like I don't know if I don't need like this outfit Lady J. I don't know if I need another Flint.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
me, it's the accessories because now we're getting into the territory of like Mythic Legions with the barrels and the brewskis and stuff. Like that stuff won me over were the accessories.
Yeah, it is fun to get that kind of shit.
This comes with eggs, a frying pan, a couple of sausages, skewers to cook with, a cup of coffee, and then you get the God, I should know what this thing is called. I mean, it's a coffee pot, but it's got a specific name. We have one to make espresso. Espresso.
Yeah, it's a
um,
little espresso maker.
yeah, it's a little. Fuck me for not knowing what it is. Anyway, and then if you get the bivouac or whatever this thing is called, you get this canopy style thing. You get a couple of axes, a machete looking thing, a canteen, some cord or whatever, an ammo crate, or maybe a CB radio, a couple of fish to go along with Lady J's fishing pole, and then a campfire and a bazooka and a weapons cache thing.
You get a cot.
There's the little canteen, not canteen. What is this? This is like a little the electronic flames come out of this. What is this called?
Electronic flames.
It's like a to heat up your pots.
Like a little thermostat or a little not thermostat. A little I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It's a portable stove, and then
Comes with a lot of shit though.
That's what I mean. Like this is the value if you hit the tiers.
What is it at now?
It's down here. So no tiers have been unlocked. It's at 67.59. The target's 8,000.
So it hasn't even hit the target to unlock for this to go yet.
Yeah, this hasn't even go. There's no tiers have been unlocked.
Oh, dude, that's not good, man. For a GI Joe HasLab, it hasn't hit its. That's not good. I'm sure it will hit the minimum to get made, but I feel like the Hiss tank and the Rattler, like I feel like they 2 days in got their fucking shit basically financed.
Yeah. So well, here's Brian Brink's charts. So you can look at this as comparison from all the other things like the Rattler, the Hiss Tank, Dragonfly, Sky Striker, all that stuff. And then you got the purple is your Flint kit. Then you have the Bivouac, which I'm sure I'm saying wrong. Lady J is down here in the yellow, and then the main goal. So it is just like hovering below its main target. But everybody else, they really just hit it within like
so
days.
all those lines at the top represent the other GI Joe HasLabs.
Yes.
Oh
yeah,
my
so
god!
The blue one is the Rattler over here. Then the green is the Dragonfly, and the black is the Hiss Tank.
I think there's something about how situational a snow vehicle is.
I think you're right.
That also hurts. Like how many scenarios do you have in the snow?
Yeah, I know. I mean, again, for me, it's the accessories. I don't care about the figures. I don't care about the vehicle.
Yeah, you're like an accessory guy.
Super cool. But so if this thing hits, then it's a better value. As of right now, they're both $325. This thing is free shipping for the US, and then this thing is not unless you pay $50 a year. So it's like, well, you have to be into this stuff already to be spending that money, the $50 a year. It only pays for itself, really, in my opinion, for HasLab shipping charges, because everything else is just like early access, and then it's like, I don't think there's anything that's ever been early access and then sold out when the public could get it.
Yeah. And sorry, remind me one more time, when you put everything in the cart with the Hasbro surcharge, like What was the cost on the Snowcat?
With the surcharge, which is shipping, it makes it $355 plus tax.
Wow, $355 for that base, just for what it comes with in that one photo you showed, does not feel like a good value to me.
Oh.
What'd you try to do?
I typed free ship, it didn't work. I typed fuckers, it didn't work. Go Joe.
Type in House Hatter.
House Hatter. Oh, 10. Sorry. House Hatter 10.
What if that shit worked? My code yet. What?
Yeah.
This is one of those things that is to me, it feels only worth it if it had all the shit that was included. I still think it will fund, but like I don't think it's gonna hit those. I feel like I'd rather get this Rumbler.
Yeah, this Rumbler being on a wait list also means we have no idea how many sold, and they could have done the wait list to like build up excitement around.
Yeah,
it.
this wait list is to me is meaningless. Like I think like I don't know. I feel like these like wait lists are just a way for people to go, oh my god, I gotta jump on.
I'm curious if this is something that they'll have at SDCC and you'll be able to like just walk out with one.
I don't think it's probably so big, like to just bring all that to SDCC.
Yeah, but you know, it's like NECA sold the van and the labs or whatever. I think it's certainly possible, but I don't really know how Mezco operates other than you're never going to get the thing that they have. Like
Right.
easy.
Right.
You're going to go every single day. It's like, why did I come 3 days in a row and now I get it? You could have just given me one yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, I don't know. I don't see, it's not for me, like the Snowcat. I like this one though. Let me just catch up on some chat right here. If you have the Rumbler, get an Action 450 with the armored windows, catcher 160. I gotta take a look at that van. My buddy has a Vanguard. I want to see. I want to get my eyes on it. See if maybe it's something I want to get. Rocket looks like it's from the Harley Quinn set. Plenty of puzzle clues that come out during the year. There's membership free shipping is beneficial. I've heard that people like if you get enough Hasbro, you're you know, it's worth it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You have to already be like really into this.
Yeah, you got to be into the Super chat $5 USD. What's good, Hatter and John? I just uploaded a stop motion short using Fury Planet Yin and Nameless One. I use the audio from Wayne's World. Check out Mikkel Stapler's. He does really fun, cool shorts. Thank you for the super chat, bud. And go Yin and the Nameless One, Fury Planets. Fury Planet makes great shit. Although they haven't come out with anything for a while, I don't think. I think the last thing they did were those pandas. But thanks, bud. Toy Stalker, it says his name in the title. I don't know. He's probably laughing. Toy Stalker, you're my mod. You don't take shots at me. Okay? Like you pretty much, I mean, not to get mean about this, but you should pretty much like kind of like always side with me and do what I say.
Yeah, it's a contractual agreement.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget the Meals on Wheels ice bucket, the picnic, cup of coffee. I like this one. Cup of coffee. I'm sold. $360. Get that cup of coffee.
It's like the Star Wars thing had too many cups, and now this one doesn't have enough.
Yes, I like that. Wow, the chat's flying, man.
I didn't realize this had a motorized front. It's gone. Never mind. The motorized front.
Oh yeah, the winch. It's got like a motorized winch in there.
Yeah, I like my winches motorized, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, see, I agree with this. It's like when I think of iconic Joe and Cobra vehicles, Snowcat is way down on the list. Like this to me just feels like a strange choice. Like I would not think to do the Snowcat. Like how many HasLabs have they done? 3 for G.I. Joe. This is the 4th. 4 in to do this one. To do the Snowcat just feels a little Weird. Yeah, exactly, J-Mac. He's supposed to be co-signing. I don't know if he's here, but yeah, he should co-sign all the shit that I say. Like, oh yeah, that's right, Hatter. Like, yeah, totally. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
works. Yeah, exactly. Quip is here. Wench, winch. Quip, are you getting the Snowcat? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that most people are going to not be getting it.
Yeah, Ryan Dole, yes. Everyone else, no.
Yeah, Ryan Dole will have explanation. You know, everybody's saying that they're not getting the snow. I don't know why I'm doing that accent, but I think the Snowcats. You know how he always tries to go against the grain. Like he's always like Ryan Dole would be the guy that if everybody's not getting, he's like, I like it. I think it's great. Dole,
you have to do this to do an impression of Ryan Dole. The big microphone
with his headphones. God, I can't wait to beat that guy in any video game he fucking chooses.
Oh man, it's gonna be a real life brawl.
Yeah, it's gonna be nothing because he's just. I guarantee you, John, it doesn't happen. Like nothing will happen.
Like you won't even play games.
No,
it'd be like, all right, let's just fucking Pokemon Go fight.
Yeah, he's gonna bust out some Magic the Gathering cards.
Are you saying you'd lose
in Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
No, because I would choose Lotus. That's the only card that I know. It's like an expensive card. Quip said that's a negative. Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. That's the secret way of saying he's not going to get a Snowcat.
Oh, that was a secret?
Yes. But John, I will, with bated breath, wait for your Snowcat review and hope that would be so weird if I just saw all of a sudden it's like, we're here reviewing the Snowcat. Like, what's happening? That's how I felt with that T-Rex. I felt like that was kind of off-brand for you, although you did do other dinosaurs, but they were like more third-party.
Yeah.
But when you got that, I was like, what the hell?
Well, you posted a video about dinosaurs, and you're like, I'm not really good at doing stuff and like lining it up with like, you know, the topics, and then although that's what this video is, so, and I was like, well, fuck you, I'll do it too. So that was really
you were trying to outdo me.
This video is purely just to outdo you on a Jurassic World related video.
Wow.
I don't even care. Everything I said in that video was a lie. This thing's a piece of shit. It's too small, and I don't like the way it articulates in the mouth. And
dude, you gotta. That's why you gotta
put your whole hand in there. That was a lie too.
That's why you gotta fuck with the Hammond collection, bro.
Well, the problem is the Hammond collection is underscaled, so it's not,
the scale is.
You know, if you want a big boy to scale with all your other stuff, this is the one. Now his feet are comically large, but
are they?
They only feel oversized when somebody says that, and then you go back and watch your own video about it.
But you know what they say about large feet?
Bigger shoes.
What if like the T-Rex had massive genitals?
Yeah. We don't know because
you don't know.
There's no bones in there.
Yeah, there's no bones, so it could have been insanely.
Yeah,
huge.
He's just walking around like maybe all his little arms did was hold up his huge wiener.
Yeah, exactly.
From Dragon, that's all it was. I do firmly believe that if somebody like a really good paint customizer could get a hold of one of these things, it would be like an absolute masterpiece. Because the sculpt is there. The sculpt is incredible.
I'm sure there's people
that don't want to pay that price.
Huh?
I don't want to pay that price.
No, I don't want to pay that price either. John, do you think dinosaurs are ever coming back, or is it over for them?
I mean, you know, I pray to God every day that they do come back.
I would love for them to come back so I could hunt them.
Big game hunters.
I want to be like Jurassic Park 2. Remember there was that one dude, Pete, what's his name? That actor, really good actor. He was like the big game hunter.
Yeah.
Need to hunt the T-Rex, and you know, He knew everything. He knew everything about the T-Rex. Somehow, he did. Anyway, so we did our job. Whoa, John, I was just going to say we should do that.
All right.
Get ready to click to spin or press Control plus Enter.
Let's try Control plus Enter. Nope, doesn't work because it's not on Windows. Idiots.
Dude, what if dinosaurs were like slow, like fucking sloths?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
We bring them back. They have like their own island or whatever. Like we made space. We like dedicated this thing, and like people aren't really to interact with them. But then sometimes people have to go in, and like we see them. We're just like, oh,
yeah, they're just. You know, if we brought them back, there would be something disappointing about them, like where our expectations over hundreds of years or however many years, like people have known dinosaurs, like you boil that in, and then you know that you'd see them, and you'd be like, what? Like,
yeah,
the Raptor's supposed to be fast, but it's just like moving,
I think
loft level speed.
In my brain, what happens is that they actually can communicate. They talk, but they're like super fucking annoying. It's so bad that we're just like, oh, we have to just. And that's the only reason why they lived for so long, is they were too stupid to come up with like. I mean, this is actually kind of a thing in the movie, but it's not original to the movie. But basically, if you had, like they lived for millions and millions of years, and we've just been around in like a few 100,000 years. But we've already invented technology to wipe ourselves out. Dinosaurs lived forever because they weren't smart enough to do that, or whatever. Maybe they were smarter than us. But they were so stupid. That's why they lived forever, because they were like, they didn't even think about trying to make technology. But they're totally sentient.
Yeah. I love the idea though of them talking and like them annoying the scientists. Like,
yeah, what's that do?
Like as a scientist, like, as a scientist are like looking at the raptor, he's like, "Hey guys, like, thanks for bringing me back from the dead." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, cool. What's the raptor's name? Just give him a name, Greenie." And they're like, "All right, Greenie, we're just kind of making sure we're checking your vitals." "Oh, checking my vitals, hoping there's no bad news." And they're like, "Yeah, no, can you stop talking just as we," and just after time, they just like, and then all the scientists kind of start going mad, and they're like, "Dude, we really got to fucking kill Greenie." And they're like, "What? We brought him back." It's like, I know, but like, nature wanted that guy dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Ugh.
I love being back from. I hated being dead for millions of years.
The Adventures of Johnny Dinosaur. That's me.
That's me. I'm back from the dead. It's all Jurassic-y here. All right. Richard. Who is this guy? Richard. All right, let's go. Let's fucking. I think we have a super chat from Video Power Gaming. 199. He's saying 199 saying, "Do an F yourself and a compliment yourself." Oh boy, John doesn't like when he's ordered around. So I'm gonna assume that this is a great suggestion. John, relax. It's a suggestion.
Oh.
Maybe we compliment. That's one of John's ticks. When he feels like he's being ordered around, it immediately just kind of like he wants to do the opposite. But might not be a bad idea at some point. But thank you for the super chat, bud. Okay, so right here, first thing. Oh my god. Oh, those hangers, man.
I know. Now, this is from back when I didn't have photo limits. So maybe we'll look at another one just because people didn't know back then. But I saw this one with the hangers and was like, oh, that's what we're looking at. All right. As we know, as we've discussed before in the show, minus points already because you don't have any of my window inserts. Way to go, Richard.
Wait, what happened?
He minus points because he doesn't have anything of mine in his windows.
Oh, there you go. I mean, that's probably the most egregious thing, right? Is that you didn't buy any of John's stuff.
but you submitted for us to look at
Yeah.
anyway, or any of the van windows or effects or anything. So like,
Yes.
all right, sorry, I thought you liked Ninja Turtles. Apparently, you're a poser.
One of my big criticisms: there's not enough stuff on the
Period.
NECA diorama shelf.
There's not enough stuff. Period.
Yeah. Another criticism is your hangers. I think they should be color coordinated but like it's like red mixed with white mixed with blue. It should be all red, all white, all blue, all black. So the hanger game is a little weird. Dalsum is hanging on the hanger. I kind of like that. Donnie's playing basketball. It's like I think Dalsum is trying to block the shot with his foot. Is that what's happening?
I think that could be. Sure, I believe that.
Yeah, or he's
although
Metalhead's
got his hand on the crotch of Dalsum.
Yeah, so maybe there's some kind of romantic thing that's happening with Dalsum and Metalhead. Or maybe I don't know.
I don't think it's romantic based on that face. I mean, he's trying to get away. This is like a Me Too moment.
Sure, it could lead to romance, John.
Well, if in the '90s it would.
Yeah, I think there's a turtle van behind this, but I can't really tell. Video Power Game is like, my bad. No,
I know he thought you were serious. The only way you can command me is when there's money in the account.
No, but you gotta give me the money, VPG. And I'll give it to John. Wow, this is
it scares me. Like, this is one of those rooms where you're like, sometimes you walk into, oh God, stop it.
Oh, what's happening?
Why is it doing this? So it's like sometimes you walk in where you see a photo of somebody's collection, you're like, you'd feel comfortable walking up to it and looking at the stuff and being like, oh God, that's so awesome. This is like, it's so jam-packed that I'm afraid to even get close. Like, I'd kind of be like, oh yeah, man. Like and I'm not really sure what is scaring me. Is it that there's so much stuff, anything could fall? Is it that I might get something if I'm too close? Because who knows what's nestled in between these things existing?
Yes. No, it's true. I will say Richard has great taste in figures. A lot of these are winners. What is that thing that is happening over the van? I cannot tell. There is a clutter that is happening right over the van. That's what that is. Okay. It's like he's got the spinning bow. I'm like, I'm seeing something and I don't know what the fuck it is. So he's on the van. Yeah. Wow. There's what is that? Is that a baseball card? What is Shredder?
It is the Turtles' house. This?
Oh, it's the Turtles' house, and it's okay. And is that not Mayor McCheese? Is that what is that's the cop? I like those. I'm a fan of those. You really got to zoom into this whole fucking thing, dude. That's you can't enjoy any of this without a good zoom in.
You can't enjoy any of this.
Period. Funny enough, that is not a Domino's. That's actually he ordered Domino's and left it on his
That's right.
What's that say? What is that?
Roblox blind bag. Now, we can't say anything about this because probably his kid or something made it for him. So we'll move on.
No, let's attack his kid.
Yes, that's what I wanted you to say.
What is the paint? What is the poster? What is that back there?
It looks like a comic, a turtle comic. There's April going up. You got Casey.
Oh yeah, this is it's so creased up and so glared up. I couldn't tell, but I know what that image is. Like the April hottie Flashdance April going up the ladder.
Yeah,
and Casey checking out her ass.
And for anybody that wants to submit this, the links are always in the video descriptions.
Yeah. What is what's the Superman? The Supermen that are up there. So one is the Ben Cooper. Is that a McFarlane?
It's the
McFarlane Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know what that Superman is.
Splash some ink on it.
It looks like I vomited ink.
Yeah.
What is happening? That Sinjabot is sitting on. What is that creature? What is that from? That's kind of cool.
That's the Playmates turtle line.
Yeah, but what? I don't have that one.
It's
What is
not
that one
part of
called?
this. It's not part of the that line where they're like they got the old team back. The band got back together and they released the stuff that never got released.
That's what I thought that was. You talking about that Kickstarter or whatever?
Yeah, but I think I mean, this guy is so familiar to me visually.
Yeah, somebody will know. Devin Decker, go. We do have another super chat. Always good to give us money, guys, and then we'll read whatever you want. Super chat $4.99 USD. Just saw on MWOT that Hatter trained as a foot soldier. Did you choose regular or mental? Well, thank you, California Red Devil. I did technically train as a foot soldier because I was trained by Master Obata, aka Tatsu, even though it was for a short period. So technically, I am a foot soldier in training, and always go with the menthol. Always. Always.
Yeah, it's a trick question. You don't know that until you join the clan.
Yeah, you got to join the clan, the Foot Clan, John. You got to be.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Whoops. What if one guy shows up to the wrong meeting? He's like, "Yes, let's beat the turtles," and they're like, "What? We hate black people." Oh, okay, bye, and then they just walk out. You got to join the right clan, guys. That's
know what clan you're trying to join.
What you have to do.
God, the variety of things that are mixed in like creates a small rage in me. Like sometimes it's okay to throw in like a Batman with turtles. It's like, oh, that's like a dream mix up or something, but like maybe not that version of Batman because it doesn't fit in. And then why the fuck is this guard in here from Star Wars?
Yeah, why is the guard? Why are the turtles' backs turned to us? Why is Shredder and Leonardo are having one of those head-to-head like cinematic moments where it's just kind of like my son, like that kind of oh, you know what he's doing? He's recreating the Splinter Raphael kind of like my son, sort of like moment with Leonardo.
Oh, that's cute. So he's Leonardo's Shredder's son? That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Maybe there's like there's a lineage thing in there. Why are the turtles' backs facing us, Richard? That's probably the thing that's bugging me the most.
I know. If anybody's face is forward, it's the turtles. That everything revolves around them.
Yeah. I love how they're telling the Gamorrean guard. They're like, okay, let us know when the curtain opens. Gamorrean guard, let us know, and we're gonna turn around like, ha! You know what I mean? And the Gamorrean guard is just on the look, but he's looking at like a pretty girl, so he's not paying attention. And then he's like, "Oh, sorry guys, the show began." And then they all turn around like, "Hey, we're coming out of our shells."
Oh, so this is like a theater performance.
Yeah, it's a theater. It's well, yes, it's the theater.
It's theater. It's not, or is it the coming out of the shell tour, which is a musical thing, which is over
he
here.
had those figures there. There you go. We're coming out of our shell. Is that how it goes? I don't remember. Yeah, this is Richard. This needs work, buddy. Okay.
Yeah. Most importantly, is this like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Like, you're not allowed to put your like these. Probably all have like Ninja Turtles on them. Right, they're all just different Ninja Turtle, right. and your wife's like, no, that doesn't go in the room. That doesn't go in our closet, which people also don't see.
I just love that he has just like all his shirts, and he's like looking as he gets a shirt. He's like looking at his toys, like, oh, I'm doing pretty good in life. You know what I mean? Just putting.
You know what? Would you agree that the odds are probably pretty high that he's like kind of, oh, what shirt do I want to wear? But then he's like just looking at his stuff, and then he's like, oh, this one. And then he's like looking at his thing, and he takes his shirt, and then he's like, he puts it on, and he's looking at all his stuff, and then he goes, oh, this isn't the one I wanted.
Yeah. He gets distracted by the toys.
Yeah, he put the wrong one on.
Richard, I'm gonna need you to take the toys out of the room because that's the new baby's room. He's like, but all we got is the closet. Well, you gotta make do, Richard. And then, there you go. That's that's what happened. New baby, John. New baby means your toys go somewhere else. And if they gotta go in a fucking closet, that stems the brakes.
Fuck. Yeah, I hate this.
I think that the thing that it bothered me the most was the spinning bow, because I couldn't figure it out until you were zoomed in right on its ass.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm bothered.
Dun, 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 dun. John, radical.
I was trying to remember the specific order, and I don't know.
It goes S is after R. Just make up a word. Stupendous.
Stupendous. I just came up with that. Now it's your turn, because I said stupendous.
Tremendous.
Bossa Nova? That's all I remember. I don't remember. Come on. I know, it doesn't start with a U. What are you doing to me?
Underrated.
Chevy Nova?
Chevy Nova? Hmm? What if, like, when Casey Jones, like, and Donatello were fixing the car, and he's like, bone brain, and Donatello was like, dumb cunt. And he's like, whoa, like, wouldn't that be great? He just says that, like, right there. Like, that would make that movie 10 times better.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead, it's a real shit film that nobody cares about.
Yes. Uh-oh, John, we got a critic. We got a fucking critic here. Do we want to go out on this?
I mean, as long as he stayed for the whole thing.
Frankenfrog, did you stay for the whole thing? Because I don't think you would be calling the stream horrendous had you stayed for everything.
Yeah.
Right?
It's an hour and 32 minutes long, and you're trying to say that the whole thing's bad? No, I mean, there's at least 5 minutes sprinkled through in there that's, like, watchable.
Yeah. I mean, let's not say 5, but there's at least 2 minutes that, like, I think...
I was trying to be generous because I didn't want to offend you.
Yeah.
And those
thank you for being a fan. Elf Lips. Remember he does Elf Lips? Hey, Elf Lips.
Like, yeah, what kind of it's like, okay, what? Like, what kind of elf are we talking about? Like a Keebler elf? Are we talking like Legolas?
Dude, I think we need to... you know what I think we need to bring back is like in real arguments saying shit like, hey, sphincter breath, like that, like that doesn't have, like, everybody now is like, fuck you, asshole, or like, right, bitch, and this and like, and I get it, that's how I grew up, but like, I think you and I should bring back, like, yeah, like, all right, sphincter boy, or like elf lips, or like, we should just start bringing back like shit like that, man.
Yeah, and monkeys might fly out of my butt.
I'd like to see that.
Well, that's weird. What movie did that happen in?
Monkeys flying out of your butt?
Monkeys were coming out of the guy's butt. What was it? It was oh my God, Devin Decker, save us. It's a movie. They're in an alleyway. And he like sends the monkey into the guy's butt. They're like, there's people like trying to steal his shit. He's got power suddenly. It's not like Bruce Almighty or something. That seems a little intense. What the fuck was that movie?
If Devin Decker doesn't know it, then you're fucked.
Then I've made it up and it's a dream.
Yeah, it's a fucking dream. Hose brain. Yeah, John, you're being a fucking hose brain, bro.
It was Bruce Almighty?
Was it?
I mean, it's obviously not Liar Liar, because The Mask?
The Mask.
Star Wars. Thank you, Impossible Pie. God bless. I felt so stupid until that moment when you said Star Wars.
John, you know what you are? You're a fart knocker.
You're a paramecium brain.
Dude, wouldn't that be great? Like you go to LA, you see two guys in a fight outside of a fucking bar, and he's like, "Fuck you, man! That was my fucking you fucking spilled your drink on me. Yeah, well, fuck you, fart knocker. Like that would be the best.
It'd be like, what?
Wait, you just what'd you say? Yeah, you're fucking fart knocker. All right, gack face. Dude, that would make fights so much better.
Oh my god, yeah. I want to watch a fight, but the fight really is just who comes up with the weirdest shit to call each other. But it has to be like dillweed and
dillweed is a good one.
Oh man, this is some good days.
Your Honor, I was at my house and this dillweed came in and just fucking tried to take my TV.
This is going to be a tough thing. Let's remember, this is like 1994 or something. Okay, I'm in elementary. Well, me and my brother are both in elementary school at whatever time frame this happens. So probably even younger than that, 92 maybe. And the word faggot was used a lot. Not a word I use these days, unless I'm talking about near. But that's more in line with being a cigarette. Because I'm thinking, wow, you're like a cigarette. And
John, we're gonna get demonetized. We're gonna get demonetized now because you even said that.
I said cigarette. It's an Australian word.
You know what's so crazy is like.
But hold on, I got to tell.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were fucking done.
My brother was like my brother's still a piece of shit because he's in jail again. Maybe is it prison now? Doesn't matter. He's there for a long time. Long time is prison, I think.
This is real, by the way. John's brother. John, your brother is in prison.
Yes, that's correct. But he was a real shit kid too, and he would call me the F word. And then my mom was so tired. I still remember this. We were getting ready to go to school, and he calls me the F word, or we're like getting into the car, and my mom is so fed up with his shit, and she calls him an F face. And my brother and I just start laughing so fucking hard. It like deflated the whole thing. And it's crazy that my mom's just like so fed up with that. No, you're just a F face.
Wait, hold on. Did she say the word F face?
Well, she said the F. She said
the word. She said the word.
Wow. And then
oh my god.
She called him an F face, and it was the funniest thing.
Wow.
Different times, obviously, but
yeah.
That was a big word to call people back then.
I would love to get a recording of your mom saying that.
I'll see what I can do.
I like saying fuckface a lot.
Yeah, that's a little more aggressive.
I love using fuckface. Fuckface is such a great.
Yeah, it kind of teeters into the two realms of like dillweed and fucker. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Well, because you can bring face in
kind
there.
of funny. Yeah.
Yeah, like I love being able to bring face in, but like coupling it with like shut up, fuck face. You know what I mean? Like you point it with that fuck face. You know, feels good.
It does feel good to fuck a face.
Yes. Johnny's mom saying F face is his text tone. I do love that.
People around me do not like hearing that.
Yeah. All right, John, is there anything else to talk about? Man, we really ran the gamut. We started talking about movies. Then that fucking dude who was like, this stream sucks is a fucking dude. You really don't know what a good fucking stream is. But we started talking about movies. Then we talked about Neil Blomkamp. Then we talked about cars, 2 cars that nobody's buying.
Yeah.
Then we talked about giant titans and genitals, dinosaur genitals, and the Jurassic Park era. Then we moved to fuckface, and then we effed one of the worst shelves we've seen. That Richard should. Richard, really, honestly, dude, turn that back into a closet. Just whatever was in there, put shoes, put shirts on there.
Actually, it's a third bedroom. Well, turn it into a closet.
Turn it back into the closet.
If it never was,
guys, what are you scientists eating in there? It looks pretty good. And they're like, oh.
You guys surprised about how big our dicks are?
I bet when you saw my dinosaur velociraptor bones, you didn't know how large my genitals were.
I
No,
call it
we
a
didn't.
velocicock.
Velocicock.
Yeah. What the most important lesson we learned today is that these little arms, they're just holding his big wang from Dragon.
Yeah. Those little arms.
Now that they're curved in like that, you can't rotate them the other way. That's all I can see now when I see this. Why else is he in a holding position?
He's doing like the Mr. Burns. He's doing this, John.
Yes. Huh?
Uh,
Yeah, he does have a little neck articulation, so you can give him that like doggy thing.
Are you gonna keep that?
I don't know, dude. It's so big. The first thing I'm going to do is at some point today, before we see Superman, is get a price match because it's $50 on Walmart, at Walmart, and on Walmart's website, or $75 at Target.
Yeah, I noticed that there was a big price discrepancy.
I kept trying to find it in stores, and then after I did that review, I was like, somebody else had confirmed the $50. I saw posts and stuff, and I was like, I pulled up on Walmart, and it was there, available to pick curbside pickup for $50. I was like, what the fuck? I was like just in there the day before trying to find it, and now it's available for pickup. Yeah. So it's
anyway,
fun though.
Go buy dinos.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking to Jay about it, but have you seen the Dennis Nedry one that comes with the little Velociraptor? It's on the shelves now.
Dennis Nedry?
So there's like it's in a box, and there's a little window cut out of like a yellow raptor. And it looks pretty fun. It's like maybe 1/18 scale or smaller or whatever. But then inside is a vehicle, and there's an action figure with huge fucking muscles and glasses, and it's the Dennis Nedry.
Oh, I didn't know that was out, but I've seen that. I was dunking on that Dennis Nedry at Comic-Con last year, Comic-Con, because I was like, why? When did Dennis Nedry get so in shape?
So Jay told me about, and he pulled up some old, like the vintage Kenner or whoever, the vintage stuff from way back when. They just knew the character names. They didn't know that what these people look like. So they were putting out action figures, and they had Dennis Nedry and I can't think of his name, but Samuel Jackson's character as these like action stars, and his arm like gets like ripped off or something. But yeah, they're like these huge bulked up dudes. But Dennis Nedry still has his like glasses and
he just has his glasses.
It's amazing.
I kind of like them being built. What if they just like, that would be a great movie, like the dinosaur, but they're bulked up dudes and they just beat the shit out of the fucking dinosaurs. That would be great, dude.
Yeah. Is that the Hot Rods and Dinosaurs cartoon? I don't know what
you're talking about. Dinosaurs and Cadillacs?
Yeah, that's it.
Hot Rods and Dinosaurs? Hot Rods and Dinosaurs. Hot Rods and Dinosaurs is like the asylum version of Cadillac.
We should make that because it's safe. We can do that.
Yeah, two sexy things. By the way, Mike Davis said Flipboard's arriving today.
Oh, probably not, though. There's a lot of false invoices out there.
No, he just said that.
You got to wait for your second invoice. The first ones are fake.
Don't put that out there, John.
I know. That's the only thing out of like hours of talking about it through different videos and live streams. That's the thing that's going to get caught and clipped, and the whole like.
I know. You're gonna ruin me.
Pissed.
Toy Stalker member for 34 months. What's your favorite GB movie in the franchise? It's not a franchise, buddy. Okay. And everybody knows it's the first movie, the only real movie. So, anyway, John, that's it's. I think we did good today. I think we earned our money, right?
Well, you did.
Ooh, Turok, dude! I haven't heard Turok in a while, man. Remember those games? Fucking the Turok games. Fucking Dinosaur Hunter with the arrow. You do arrow.
Before we go, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to watch the new Running Man movie?
I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about it. You know, like
on the plus side, it's supposed to follow the book more, I guess, than the Arnold one.
Yeah, I mean, it's Edgar Wright, so Edgar Wright is a good director.
Yes,
So
yes. I forgot about it being Edgar Wright. I remember seeing the trailer and then seeing Edgar Wright, and at the time going, "Oh well, I have faith then."
I'm more curious because it's Edgar Wright. I'll be honest. Like
Well,
it's
right.
like
That's how I was with Jurassic World Rebirth.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, I do want to watch that. I need to wait until you get to Utah for my Flipboard. That's the spirit. Yes, we are doing it state by state. I know he's being a
yeah,
little disgruntled about that,
but
but
it is
that's how it
hand
goes. You got
delivery.
to go state by state, baby.
It is hand delivery though, so that's pretty cool.
It is what?
Hand delivery. So you're driving to each state and hand delivering.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Can you imagine?
Just
You'll be done in like 5 years.
yeah, 5 years. But you know what? You know what's great about the toy industry and also people that buy toys and action figures is they're super patient. That's probably my favorite thing. Is out of all the different industries, toy collectors probably have the most patience, and not only that, they're super like understanding about things as well, and like they're willing to like work with you, and so that oh my god, thank God I'm in this industry and not like another one where people might be like impatient or things like that. So
Yeah.
that's always oh I love it.
Yeah. You know, we could talk about what this says, but all you have to do is read it and go, okay, self burn.
So it's a great service that Hattir hangs with Lil Johanathan, Make a Wish kids in need. I mean, John, are is
What
like
is the L9?
I don't know, like what? Why do you have to censor love?
I don't know. Poor Russell. He doesn't know the definition of
Russell
the word.
Lemire,
Russie, but his name's Russell Lemy.
I'm Russell Lemire.
Hey, what's your name? Oh, it's Russell. Oh, what's your last name? Russell Lemy. He only says that differently.
All right.
But the
John,
guy that's
can
going to
you
be playing
huh?
Arnold's thing is the guy that was in the Twisters movie. What's his name?
Oh, the guy from Maverick.
Yes, he's like the new action guy, I guess, for Hollywood.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'll be the
him and
judge of
Sydney
that.
Sweeney, they've been in a thing together, but they're like those are like the two. You put them in everything. Don't need to. Don't need to.
I'm spacing out, John. I
I
like
know.
literally lost all my energy. All right, I gotta go. Flipboard. If you still want it, limited stock. Toy Stalker, BBTS, Nerdzoic. I think Nerdzoic literally has one of each left, and Titan Toys. The only place you could buy regular Flipboard, he is sold out everywhere. I think BBTS had restocked with like 4 of them. There's literally 4 of them, so you get it there. I have a big Flipboard announcement coming soon. Flipboard is we're still working through invoices if you're at the last of this piece, and we're about, I don't know, 70% through. And we are getting to I got to remind some people about this too. I got to mention this, not to toot our own horn, but I don't know. Flipboard might be the fastest Kickstarter ending to delivery action figure, really, other than McFarlane, but that was a cheat because he already had those made when the thing got funded.
Oh,
I'm talking about from the end of the Kickstarter to the and trust me, I support a lot of action figure Kickstarters, but from the end of the Kickstarter to delivery, probably the fastest. I would like for you to find me one that's faster and as involved, and don't find me like, oh, here's like one PVC thing that I'm talking about a real fucking action figure. So I'm putting that on us, baby, because we fucking worked hard to fucking rock this thing out.
yep.
BBTS is now sold out of regular Flipboard. So
Um,
that's done. You can't get regular unless you go to eBay. People are eBaying it now. So that's it. I will always be protective of our team. And that includes Toy Stalker. That includes all the people that are busting ass. And that includes everybody. And thank you for supporting. So that's my cheap fucking plug.
I like it when you plug yourself in front of everybody. And just to end on the thing that the stream started on, which was porno parodies, it's so obviously in the name.
Ooh, I like. What if it's called Flip Whore?
That's what I'm saying. That's the obvious.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I went obvious.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's an obvious. That's which porn parodies are. So you did it. Flip whore.
Okay, so here's what she does.
Because it sounds the same.
Flip whore walks out of Target, right? Here's how it works. She's like, oh, she's a sexy version of Flip whore. Okay, she's all scantily clad, you know, and she walks out of Target, and she's got like the latest toys, and some dude is like, you know, well, how should this work? Because usually it's the guy, whatever. She makes a deal, you know, it's like she's got the new sound wave, and the guy's like, I'm a little short. And she's like, well, you could do something for me to make it up. And then, bum, ba-da-bum, and they just do it in the car. And that's like a flip horror. And then it's like, you know, those movies don't last very long. You got 5 scenes, okay? The last one ends crazy, you know what I mean? And then that's it, you know what I mean? And then I'll know that I made it once I see flip horror on X videos, which I never go to.
Yeah.
So somebody will have to I will have to take your word for it that exists as a porn.
What is the Champions of Nefarity changed to?
The Champions of Nefarity is changed to
Nefarity. What can Nefarity become? What that Chat GPT this?
I like your mother's like that. Flip her, wouldn't you? I think I like flip her too. I don't know, John. I'm tired now and I'm hungry and I need